What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Gentry and Sons here on YouTube. So guys, we are getting ready to roll out of here. It took a lot longer than I expected to get done with the truck, just because we went so much further. I decided to go ahead and, you guys seen, we went through the whole daggone thing. But now, she runs good, she drives good. I drove it from the shop out to here. I went ahead and had the fenders painted. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I painted these fenders. Larry he's not the type just to rush something. I didn't ask him to paint them just because I know he wouldn't feel right doing it. So what I done is just taped them off and took some lacquer and paint them. They actually turned out really good though. So I'm going to show you guys what this thing looks like now. Boom! Check that out. Black fenders, black steps, black frame. I don't know, it's a lot of black. But it looks good for now until we get the new wheels on it. And this thing will be getting painted as soon as possible. Getting the new paint put on it and the new stacks. But guys, we have got to go to Utah and try this thing out. We're gonna get over here to the farm and get the trailer. Right now I'm gonna finish fueling her up. She is definitely thirsty.
Man, that was smooth. That was smooth, man. Yeah. That's some ramps, man.
So it just jumped right up onto the fifth wheel?
Yeah, it just jumped right on it.
Man, that's awesome. Locked right in?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Before, that was like a struggle.
Oh, man. Well, that's what I got to get.
Yeah.
It was just, it was a nightmare before, it really was. Try not to get that grease all over me.
Oh, yeah. Laid it on thick.
It's so hard. Them tow trucks, I don't understand how they keep their freaking frame so clean.
Nah.
It's so hard to keep it clean.
Yeah, I'll be good.
Get one with a lock on it.
What do you mean, a lock?
Yeah, I'm gonna get one that's got a lock on it, because this one here always comes off.
Comes off, yeah.
Alright guys, we are rocking and rolling. So with this transmission, I don't know if the gearing's just a little bit different. So right now we're running 1600 RPMs at 71, 72. We just climbed Monterey Mountain over here in Tennessee. Got up to 210 and held 210 all the way up the mountain on temperature. DGTs are about 1,000, probably about 26, 27 pounds of boost. So, and that hill's pretty long. I'd say that's what, 4 miles?
Yeah, it's a good 4 to 5 mile climb.
Yeah, so, but it held the whole way. It was I guess we probably held about 60, 62 mile an hour all the way to the top. So,
Yeah.
Definitely weak. Definitely a weak truck, considering what I'm used to, I guess. For your everyday truck, it runs pretty good, but
Yeah.
We're going to take it over here. We're going to stop by my buddy's, Lawrence. Y'all probably seen his tuning before. He actually is the one that helped me tune my Freightliner, the burnout truck. And he is the one that got the motor truck, me included, he definitely can out-tune me 10-1. So we're gonna stop over there and have this thing tuned up. So we're definitely gonna stop and get this thing tuned, because if not, it'll take us till next week to get out there.
Oh man, it'll be ugly.
But the transmission is awesome. This freaking transmission is smooth. It's very, very smooth.
Yeah.
No more vibrations, no, none of that bull crap. So I don't like taking I-40. That's usually how you know if you got a good, strong truck or not. Like the Pete coming across I-40, I never have to downshift. I run this whole road all the way to Nashville without ever downshifting. I might split high gear, but I don't ever have to downshift a gear. So this thing's definitely the opposite, and hopefully we can fix that. I don't know. So I don't know a whole lot about a Cummins N14 other than I've changed a lot of injectors. I've changed head gaskets on them. I've rebuilt a couple of them. But as far as power, I've had people tell me, yeah, you can get good power out of it and it'd be reliable. So we're gonna find out. You guys that are familiar with the N14s, let me know which turbo I should put on it for like a good, healthy 600 horsepower program. I'm looking for like 600, 1850. That's the number I'm shooting for, 600, 1850 for it. So, if you guys know which turbo I should be running with that kind of power, let me know down in the comments. Oh boy, here we go. See what these jakes will do. Alright guys, we made it down here at Lawrence's and we're going for a ride in this bad little boy. So this is what is it, Toyota Tacoma?
95 T100.
So this
453 Detroit diesel in it.
Man, it sounds so awesome. Oh, you got all the gauges working and everything. So the way I met Lawrence, or the first time I seen Lawrence, was at a truck pull. This is how I got hooked on his tuning. Was we were at a truck pull and he was sled pulling a what was it? It was a
353 in a 92 Toyota.
And this thing actually drives great.
I'm not trying to wreck and kill us, so I'm taking it easy. But it's just a great driving little truck.
Man, that is awesome. I've got to have one of these.
Get some defrost going on here.
So these like their boost gauges and all that stuff.
PGT boost, intake, turbo or intake temperature, and a bunch of shit like that. I can't see anything out here.
I can't either. That's pretty impressive. I would have never imagined. I'd have never. What kind of boost numbers was that, you think?
Probably 20 on the turbo and about 35 on the blower. It's got a supercharger on it too.
Oh man, I love it. I absolutely love it. So guys, this truck is actually, I'm going to show you the outside of it when we get back. This thing is sweet. Oh, that looks so good, dude.
4, 6, 7 intercooler.
Dang, that is the coolest freaking swap I've, and that's clean. Yep. That is a clean swap.
Ball bearing Garrett turbo on there.
Spool's good.
Sure does.
T100. That exhaust on it, that is just the coolest freaking truck ever. God, I've got to have it. Explain this to us.
All right. This is Freightliner CPC 4. The solder joints between the chip and the PCB go bad on them. So we got this machine here. I've got it all set up for these already. Set the circuit board in there. Let's see, get this all set up to remove the chip.
Oh, so it removes it and solders it?
Yep. Push the start button and it goes down, preheats the circuit board, preheats the chip, brings everything up exactly to the right temperature, and then we'll pull the chip off of there in about 1.5 minutes.
Wow, that is so
I better put this little heat shield over the battery.
all professional like. That is freaking sweet.
So in about 1.5 minutes, it will lift that chip off of there, and then I'll show you how to reball it and stick it back on.
So guys, if you got a Cascadia Freightliner with the notorious freaking chip failure, this is usually what it is. Like what, 90% of the time?
100% of the time, yeah.
99, yeah, 100%. I know guys that have sold their Cascadias for freaking nothing over this bull crap right here because you can't get them.
Like these things are going for 10 grand used on eBay right now.
Yeah, I mean you can't get them. So if you want it fixed, this guy, like, he tunes all of my trucks. The burnout truck, everybody wants to know how that thing's making well over 1,000 horsepower on a stock motor. This man right here. We're gonna do a lot of stuff with that truck this year, especially with Lawrence. He's gonna help us with some turbos and stuff, and really see what we can make that little motor.
That'll be a whole lot of fun.
And but if you got a Cascadia, if you're having a problem getting your CDC fixed or getting one, don't want to pay 10 grand for one, what, 2,500 bucks?
2,500 bucks. Out the door, overnight shipping included.
Oh man, so this is like, we always try to find things that help the trucking industry, and right here is going to help a lot. And he just started this, but this is the smartest man I know when it comes to electronics and tuning, and I'd like to help him get this started up. So if you know anybody's got a truck that's down over this issue, or you have one, hit me up. I'll get you in touch with Lawrence, or I'll put his number down in the description in the comments, and get you set up with him. He also does tuning. He can make a truck run good, I can tell you that. And we're about to see. So we're gonna tune the N14 to see how much better it runs, what kind of fuel mileage we get out of it. The best I've got out of it is a 5, and I'm hoping to get like
Maybe we can get like 6 or something out of it.
Yeah. So, but I do trust this guy when it comes to tuning way more than me. He friggin' took that Detroit light years past what I did with it, and I thought it was pretty bad when I had it. So, all you guys, all you Detroit fanatics, all you diesel guys, he builds the coolest crap. He Allison swaps everything. Everything's got a Detroit in it. I mean, everything. This has probably got a Detroit in it.
It might next week.
But definitely, let's see what this chip does.
It's just about ready to come off of there.
That is amazing.
And there it is, the chip's removed. You can see the solder left on the circuit board. And now I'll show you how to reball one as soon as it cools down.
That's going to clean it up.
Remove all the old solder, get everything cleaned down to bare copper. Lead-free solder is what kills these. They get bad joints, cracks in the solder connections between the chip and the board.
And that was pretty awesome. put my solder back.
This would be a great YouTube video if you put the whole thing on there for someone wanting to learn BGA, what BGA is ball grid array, which is the type of chip these are. Someone wanting to learn how to do this.
How long did it take you to learn how to do this?
A long time, and I already had quite a bit of experience with this type work. This wick is removing all the old solder.
That is so freaking awesome. So can you soup up my cell phone?
That machine's the same machine they use for cell phone repair. Alright, that's done. Clean the chip up, same way.
Oh, so you use the same chip and everything?
We use the same chip and everything. The chip does not go bad.
Oh, wow.
And that also saves your settings, which if you send one of these in, I'll back up the parameter file and then restore it when I'm done anyway, just in case. I have had a couple of these come in that were not repairable, and that way I can save your truck settings and you don't have to go to Freightliner to get it reprogrammed when you get a different one back. A little bit of flux on there again.
That is so cool.
It's amazing. That is almost a perfectly clean chip.
Dang.
There you go.
The fact
That's
that you can
ready.
that you can back those settings up too, that helps out a lot.
Yeah, it does. There's a clean chip and a clean board. Now, we've got to put the balls on the back of the chip so we can resolder it to the board. I'm actually going to use the microscope to get it aligned.
Well, let's get technical. Microscope over here.
See if it'll come on.
Freaking science lab.
Makes things a whole lot easier.
Oh wow.
Holy crap.
Now I can see exactly how to line that template up. There we go. There's a 250,000 little solder balls right there. Pour them in there. Shake it around.
The friggin' microscope is awesome.
Why you need that microscope?
stupid little $70 Amazon deal.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow.
I think I'm gonna get me one of those $70 Amazon deals.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even.
No,
I'll
it
do
is.
this again. I actually have to put flux back on the chip.
And the flux just acts like a.
It takes it acts like like an adhesive to keep them from rolling around until you reflow them onto the chip, and it also it wets the solder so that it actually flows and sticks to the pads on the chip properly. This time we won't lift the top of this up. Got that. Good to go. Everything looks perfect. I got a couple empty spots there. I'll brush a couple of balls into the empty spots. Come on. Most of the time, if nobody's watching, this goes really easily.
No pressure at all.
We've only got a couple 100,000 people watching right now. We're good.
That'll be good. Okay. There we go. Remove that, and there's our
No
balls on the chip.
way. I've always wondered.
That's pretty sick.
Dude, I've always wondered how the heck they do that.
Yeah. That's what I was talking to him earlier. Just he's
Set this
been
right over
doing it
here.
since he's 15 years old, just figuring it out.
Oh, and he has blown my mind anytime I've ever been around him.
Yeah.
Even
Takes some ingenuity.
even when
man.
he's got a flatbed Toyota going down the sled track, I'm like, what the heck? Who is this guy? Literally comes to a sled pull with a Toyota Tacoma, like a little flatbed 2-wheel drive Tacoma with a little Detroit in it, and
Take first or second place home.
yep,
No kidding, Dad.
get 30 miles to the gallon, and
There.
talk about making some guys mad to show up with $250,000 rigs.
Blow all these little balls right onto the chip. I don't know if you need more light on this, but as they heat up and flow onto the pads on the chip, you can watch them actually line up all the way around just absolutely perfectly. See them all jumping and moving into place. Huh.
That is so cool.
And it takes a lot of practice to know how much flux to put on to make this all happen perfectly. You get too much flux and they beat up and pull together and it turns into a big mess. You put not enough flux on there and they won't flow onto the chip correctly. I've got a couple that moved out of place because I was in a hurry.
That probably was a lot of trial and error.
And I have one missing. Need some new flux to pick that up with. And there's a perfectly reballed chip.
Man, it looks so amazing considering it's so simple but so freaking advanced.
So now that we have the CPC board clean, let's stick it back on there. Put flux on that. Set our chip down, correct orientation. Let's see here. And then we'll go and mount the chip. And this system right here aligns the pattern on the chip with the pattern on the board. The blue dots are on the chip, the reddish ones are on the board, so we'll adjust everything until it lines up perfectly. Rotate it a little bit. And it's ready to be soldered on. Just going to set the chip on perfectly in line and heat it. Flow it into place. And that takes almost 2 minutes.
Man, that is just completely impressive.
Don't want to forget that battery shield there. Lithium battery. We don't want them exploding.
No, probably not a good idea.
Never did see that done before. That's pretty cool.
I'd love to see your face when this machine showed up.
Oh man, I was the happiest kid in the world.
I knew when I seen you smiling when I pulled in, I'm like, he has got a new toy.
This screen's showing the upper and lower temperature coming up, and also the chip temperature as well. I've got temperature profiles programmed in there that work really well with these CPCs. It's different for every board you do, but since some CPCs are all identical, it makes it easy.
And they're like walking it through and explaining, and that's
When I first, ran into these CPC issues, I had no idea what reballing was. I may have heard of it, but I'd never done it, didn't know anything about it.
yeah.
And bought a cheap machine to do it with, and did a whole lot of learning on that in the 4 or 5 days I did that, and realized exactly what I needed to buy to do it successfully.
Wow.
And ordered this one and waited almost a month for it to come in.
4 to 5 days, learn something completely.
No, I've got a long time.
Oh, he's
On this
probably
one,
got
too, so-
he's got insane knowledge. I mean, when I brought that DDEC 2 ECM down here, nobody in the country could program it, fix it, nothing. Like, you take it to a tuning shop that could probably hook a harness to it and throw a tune in it that somebody else probably he made.
Yeah.
But
I've done ECM repair for a long time, but these type of chip removal and soldering was a whole new learning curve for me.
yeah. Oh, I'm assuming that, yeah. But I was amazed. I come in here, I'm telling you, like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. He stayed till like 6 a.m. to make sure. I was dead in the water. Nobody had a DDEC 2 ECM. They're like extinct. It's dinosaur ECM.
Yeah.
And somehow, I think I hit you up on Facebook or something. I think I
remember exactly
posted
what
something,
happened.
and then you messaged me, and you was like, "Hey, I can fix that."
Yep.
And I drove all the way up here, and sure enough, he fixed it. I take it home, put it in the truck, fires right up, and I lost all my memory, everything. He brought it all back, and
That's next level. And you're not just...
There it is. It's going to cool it down, and we're ready to test it. Make sure everything's back online.
That is amazing.
It's next level stuff. I mean, not a...
This machine makes it look super easy. It's quite a process to do those properly.
Oh, I'm sure.
I
If
wouldn't
you hired me to
even-
come in here and do that, I'm going to tell you right now, I'd mess every single one of them up.
I wouldn't even attempt at it.
That is so amazing, guys. It is next level. Here we go. We're trying to push a button. Come on, man. It's in Japanese. I can read Japanese. This says laser up there.
Can't actually test this one because my computer's diagnostic system's connected to your truck right now. But when we're done, we'll test this out.
That is so cool. So it's just cooling it off now, and then it's done.
It's done. It's done. It's cool. Everything's cool to touch. And ready to be tested. Programmed if needed.
Now somebody's about to go back to work that's going to have to wait months and months and months and spend tens of thousands of dollars. So.
Yep.
This guy is helping the trucking industry, guys. So we got to support him 100%. So let's get him out there and let's help him get this business going. I'll say it's going to go anyways, but this could help jumpstart it a little bit.
Sure could.
All right, let's go for a quick rip, guys. It's supposed to be 625 horses. And I feel like it's a little bit more, but the man says it's 625. I'm gonna listen to the man. Dude, I was just too scared to hook my computer to this thing. You see what the crap he went through? I would have freaked out. So I won't touch a Cummins.
This guy, he knows what he's doing, man. It's
There you go, bro.
knowledge he has, yeah.
Oh, he's an awesome tuner.
Everything over there working. Sorry. I just see trucks behind. I don't see nothing like right behind.
Mike beside us is on.
Coming up on a car.
I mean, destroyed it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's see. Yeah.
All right, guys, I made a freaking stupid mistake and let Shane drive my truck. And look what he did. Shane, you didn't even move it 10 feet.
Oh man, I mean, I don't even know, Tim. I told you it was my first time driving the W9.
I'm just kidding, guys. I did it. I did it. I freaking just ripped the freaking bumper. It's brand new $2,000 bumper off my freaking truck. Dang.
I said, if everybody else just said I did it.
That'd be so good too. So the truck runs amazing. It's not too much power, and it's perfect actually. Like it is. I feel like it's a true 600 horse. It feels really good. It ain't, the EGTs actually come way down. Dude, the whole time we were driving, I never got the EGTs over 600 degrees.
No shit.
They come way down.
Awesome.
So that goes to show you, tuning a truck, everybody's like, oh, you're gonna blow it up, you're gonna burn it up. It actually cooled this one down. So, and we have got video proof of it, and we're about to have a lot more. So
Yeah, I was running hot.
they're running 1,000, 1,100
Yeah,
with it.
on the way.
Wait, is it 460 horse? That's what it was set at. But yep, Tim made a big boo-boo. This is the original reason why I parked this truck, because every time it went out, this side over here, I don't know why, it's this side all the time. This freaking, it gets messed up right here, like it just did. And the bumper. Except this time it was a very expensive bumper, because I said, well, I'm going to be driving it. I won't damage the bumper, so I'll put a nice one on it this time. Man. Glad y'all are enjoying this.
I mean, I'm laughing out.
And I'm telling you, I about threw up.
Yeah.
That was bad.
You were.
If you want to grab some,
Look in your eyes.
if you want to grab some of my tools and pull that off, we'll straighten it out.
Well, guys, we're going to try to straighten this thing out and see what happens. What if I long ways it? Utah is looking further and further and further away.
Yeah. It'll be a hell of a trip.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be one hell of a trip. If it don't straighten out soon, I'm going to go back home and wake up next week and start over. No way. No way. Alright guys, so it is 4 a.m. in the morning and I'm in like I think they're an hour behind from where I'm at. So at home it's 5 o'clock in the morning. So after my stupid mistake that I made, I can't believe I've done it. I cannot believe I've done it. We got the bumper straightened out most we can. It looks a lot better than it did. So we're having some issues with the tuning. And one of our problems was when you let off the throttle, you rev it up, you let off the throttle, it would stay up like 1400, 1300 RPMs. So we got that figured out. It's really hard to get the tune out of these N14 computers, the old ones. So we were having an issue getting the tune out of it. So we had to write a whole new file for it, completely rebuild a tune. We were like 10 hours into this now. But he actually got it running right now. We're tuning it. Got to make sure the jakes work, and then this thing will be good to go. All right, guys, we're all loaded back up. All the trucks are done up and ready to go. We got the truck cleaned up on the inside because we are hearing all this sandy stuff. We're getting ready to try it out. See how it goes. I'm gonna stop and get a bumper. My wife's gonna kill me when she finds out what I do. I don't make mistakes like that. We got her tuned and she is an animal. I mean, it is an animal. I didn't get to get the speed sensor fixed yet, but we are going to fix that along the way on this trip. A little bit of black smoke under acceleration, but it clears right up as soon as the turbo comes on. I mean, literally, as soon as the turbo comes thing. So far I've seen about 30-35 pounds of boost, and EGTs have went way down. And so for you all saying, oh no, you'll burn your truck up and turn it up, I probably just prolonged the life of my motor. Just because it's not running 1100-1200 degrees out the exhaust anymore.
That's crazy that it comes like factory like that.
I mean, look at that. 800, 850. Look, the more boost we get, the more it cools off. Or it'd be at 1100 right there. This thing will flat out get it. Holy crap. Dang. Now she needs a good heavy turbo on her. This thing is a beast. Dang. Finally, I'm happy with it. Finally happy with it. My bumper. I ain't too happy with that, but I'll get a new bumper. Alright guys, we're gonna fuel this thing up. Let me see that shirt. Turn around. Merch drop. Boom. GentryandSonsTrucking.com. Go get your shirts on the website because they are available. So we do have to stop, and we've already called ahead to a couple places and hopefully found a bumper. I'm waiting on a phone call back because that looks like crap. I cannot pull up to deliver this truck with a bent bumper. Just cannot do it.